Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Tuesday, December 18th. You know what? Just as I said that, I got a little sad. just just for a millisecond. Even though 2018 has been, hello, Miss Ty. Hey, baby sister. Um, 2018 was a little rough. It was a wee bit rough, but I learned a lot. I grew a lot. I changed a lot. And it's almost out of here. Hey, Joyce, thank you for all who are joining me. Listen, I've entitled this "The Real You," and so I asked myself a couple of questions, three or four in particular this morning. And of course, I'm going to ask you those same questions as we get ready to move into a new year, as we get ready to leave behind 2018. As good as it has been, as devastating as it may have been, as much as we may have lost throughout the year, as much as we may have gained, there have been deaths, there have been births, there have been life, there has been loss, there has been gain and learning and perhaps you know, destruction and devastation, whatever 2018 held, it's almost out of here. And so before we leap into 2019, I think we need to, I'm offering to us that we need, yes, it's been a challenge, but God times 10,000. Um, Before we leap into 19, thank you for all who are joining me. Hey, Donnell, I want you to ask and answer these questions. And these are not questions that you're like, oh, yeah, there's the answer. That's quick and that's easy. What else you got? They are questions that you really need to look into the mirror and have the person looking back at you. That's the only person who can answer honestly these questions. This is not a group effort. This is not a group effort. It is designed. The questions are designed to really have you think into them because we want to get better. We want to become more effective. We want to become more of the best version of ourselves as we step into a new year, a new opportunity, a new chance, a new into step into new possibilities. And so, without further delay, I wrote them down. Because Hollie was talking to Hollie. Dr. Hollie Kelly was talking to Hollie Kelly and asking and demanding an answer that the real you come out. Thank you for all who are joining me. Kaylin, am I pretending to be someone I'm not? That's the question you ask yourself. You don't turn this and flip this on nobody. This is a question you ask those beautiful brown, blue, green, hazel eyes that are staring back at you. Am I pretending to be someone I'm not? And when it is quiet and when there is no one around and when the lights and the cameras are off and when the crowd is gone, that's when you really, really have got to demand an answer to that question so that the real you can show up in 19. And if the real you is not someone you're proud of, not someone you're pleased with, not someone that you want to, that represents you, we've got time. As long as we've got breath in our body, we've got time to become the real you. And so that was my first question. Am I pretending to be someone I'm not? Because I don't want to fake it. I don't want to live a facade. Life is too short. And that facade gets heavy. It's literally like strapping a whole body on your person of dead weight and dragging it around. That is tiring. That makes you weary. That's why people sleep 12, 13 hours a day and still wake up tired. Living a facade, that's too much. So my question, again, this is not that's a quick answer. No. Really ask yourself, am I pretending to be someone I'm not? Am I pretending to be someone I'm not in any particular area? In every area, every aspect of our lives, am I authentically me? Or am I pretending? Am I more concerned with appearing than being? That facade creeping up. Sometimes it gets to the point where we're more interested in looking rich than getting out of debt. We're more interested in looking generous and sharing. And if you're not who you say you are, the real you will show up. And let me tell you, Ty, you already know this, and it's going to show up at a very inconvenient time. The real you is going to show up, and it's going to show up at a time that is inconvenient. Okay, it's so much easier just to clean up the areas that are not pleasing, to clean up the areas that we're not proud of, to clean up the areas that are holding us back, to clean up the areas that no longer work. That stuff was cute when you were 16. When you were 25, you could get away with that nonsense. Hey, Wanda. Okay, so the question, ask and answer the question. Am I more interested? Is it more interesting to me? Is it more important to me that I look a certain way, that I appear a certain way to others, that other people think of me a certain way than to who I really am? And then another iteration of the same question, am I more concerned about my image than my reality? Am I more concerned about my rhetoric than my reality? I talk a good game. I even like the person that I talk about. But at night, when it's quiet, when it's just me and just me, myself, and I, is that my reality? Or was it just the rhetoric? Was it just talking the good game? And so as we very, very quickly move toward the end of 2018, there are some things that we need to declare and decide with finality that we're not taking over into 19. Hey, Bridget, we're not taking them over into 19. So there's some habits that I've got to cut out. I mean, I got to do surgery on myself and cut out some things. Sergeant, are you Mr. Miller yet? Hey there. Glad to see you from Okinawa this morning, my morning. Listen, are there some areas of our lives? Are there some habits? Are there some pieces of our character that need a surgical removal? I mean, down to the root. None of this surface stuff, because that keeps us in an image, that keeps us in the appearance of, that keeps us living a rhetoric, living a facade. We need to get down to the core of who we are. And if it's not pleasing to you, if you know in your gut you want to do better and you're tired, it is weary, it is tiring to carry around a facade of who you are rather than simply do the work to become the person you know you were designed to be. You looking generous, but you're mean inside. It hurt you to give, but you gave because that was what you should have done. And it got you accolades. That's going to wear out. It's going to wear out. So this is not, you shouldn't leave that mirror without some kind of sting going on. It should sting you if you sincerely ask the questions. Am I pretending to be someone I'm not in any area? Most areas I got it going on, but this one area is going to show up. The real you, as my sister said, oh, the real you is going to show up. And I promise you, it's going to show up in an inopportune, inconvenient time. Hey, Jeannie. So those are my questions that I offer to you because I'm looking at myself. I don't need to go into 2019 by myself being the real me. Come on with us. Bring the real you into 19. Okay. Ask and answer those questions. And until next time, take real good care of yourself. Share out the video. Let them know I'm out on YouTube if they don't do the social media, and on Twitter. Yes, on Twitter. Move into 19 fresh and sincere. Leave that mess from 18 and 18. Leave it. We don't need to carry bags. We're packing bags that we don't even use the stuff. Let's drop some of that stuff off. Okay. Take real good care of yourselves Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Eastern. I'll meet you here.